uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom, that answer would be found in the horseman's future and in his past.
You got a
Be
beard.
still, horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes. It troubles me greatly.
Old one, there's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the Tree of Life?
Life? This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree. Your chaos and corruption don't concern me.
It seems they do concern me.
Oops. I think we woke up the natives. Anyway. Yeah, that guy looks a little familiar insofar as he's twice the size of a horseman, and horsemen are not tiny guys at all. Bonk. Yeep. Yeah, I did not dodge that. Oh, come on. Thank you for getting down here so I can kill you. Whoop. Oh, he made a shield for himself and is just chilling while death smacks these things. That's nice of him, see guy in corner.
You fight well, but this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forge sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree. As for me, I must return to my work.
What? Who are you?
Who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council.
Glitch.
These hands
One.
have laid the foundations for many worlds, but that was long ago. And now they but hardly know the touch of stone.
Are you not curious as to why I seek the tree?
I would not presume to question one of the four, but yes, tell me.
I must restore humanity to redeem war.
Heaven and hell battle upon the shattered earth. All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
He is innocent.
I never said he wasn't. The tree holds power over life and death. If you would resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction. Be warned. A dark presence dwells now within the tree, and the path is barred by corruption.
Have I mentioned everything is super pretty? Other than, random glitchiness. Skill point. We'll get to that in a moment. And by a moment, I mean now. You have leveled up. Every level grants a skill point, which is used to purchase new abilities. Press a button to enter the character menu and spend your point. As I am not using a Xbox controller, that button for me is share. I have an option. Necromancer, Exhume. Death summons bloodthirsty ghouls from beyond the grave to fight alongside him. 300 wrath, 3 damage per attack, 2 ghouls summoned. Or Teleport Slash. Death teleports across the battlefield and delivers a violent scythe attack that deals damage and restores Death's health. Cost 200, 93 to 109 damage, heals for 10% of damage done. I am gonna go for this. Mainly because I want to save up for... Get over here. Crows. Summon a murder of crows. But you gotta be like level 8 to get that ability, so it's gonna be a hot minute. You have purchased a new skill. Press down on the D-pad to access the radial and use the skill or assign it to an icon action button. What the heck is with the left stick? Glitch count 2?
I have to go alone.
Yes, it just tried to get me to... Summon the... I'm not touching the stick. I swear I'm not touching the stick.
This is no place for a horse.
I'm not touching the stick and it's doing that. What? At least it's confining its weirdness to menus. Glitch count 2? I think? Maybe? That wasn't what I really meant to do. Okay, let's see here. LB. LBB. Alright. You know what? I'll take it. What? I don't know to count this for a different glitch or the same glitch as before. If it keeps doing it with the next menu we run into, I will restart the game. I don't think there's any other way around that. Context-sensitive information to review the world beyond the map points. That's not context-sensitive information. Inventory. Oops. I did pick up some new stuff. Hammers which are not stronger than what I currently have. No changes there. Just keep going down this area. What was the plot thread I was going for? Oh yeah, that guy looked familiar. Also, she's glitching on her... Excuse me, sir. Sir, did I reach the village of the hidden glitches?
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple. I always saw my end with blade in hand, a field of enemy dead before me.
And what glorious end awaits you hiding behind these gates?
You cannot fight corruption, nor can you harm it. You can only kill those it has claimed. Every blow I strike against corruption is a blow against my own people.
That'd be
Use
hard
on that,
to do.
Rider, before you mark me as a coward.
Harvester Revenge, cash, 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 cash. All these require cash. Harvester Revenge to help you on your journey. Oh, this dude's name is Thane, by the way. Forward and evade and X. RB, forward, evade, X. Well, now, what does that mean in terms of doing something? Let's look at this training dummy. And do that. So if you're ever not quite sure how to do something, you can act like Link and break everything around you. Pots, 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 barrel, pots, pots. If you're ever running low on health potions or wrath potions, just find some pots. There will be some in there. Hopefully. If you're lucky. Alright. I'm gonna save. And then I'm gonna quit out of this game because it's doing the funky thing in the menu. And I mean quit all the way to desktop, please. But hey, it shows you what you were doing last time. Exit to desktop. Which you guys cannot see. Unable to sync? Cancel. Alright. Back to where we were. Skip through the credits because we already did that before. Start game. Tristone.
The journey so far.
Crowfather
In
catches
the
us up.
beginning, Death sought the Crowfather, but what he found was something more. A secret once forgotten. A path to another world.
I like this little touch. Having a quick synopsis of what's been going on. Alright. Hallelujah, it stopped doing it. So, the quest marker says go that way. No, I'm gonna go this way. If you get the game on Steam, you get the soundtrack. Ma'am? Hi.
We've been awaiting your arrival, horseman. Your shadow has long hovered over this realm.
Many know the Reaper, Old One, but I don't know you.
We are the builders of this world, but corruption seethes at its heart and destroys in days what we shaped over eons. Adar does his best to soothe our pain, but our souls yearn for only one comfort: death. We are without hope.
Well, that's nice and bright and cheery.
You despair, Old One, and yet raise life from the earth.
I am a shaman, bound to this task even as our days darken. We are as the vines, coming to root, then to flower, and then to decay, dropping seeds upon the dust, a circle everlasting. I cannot stop it, nor can I stop you.
Right, you didn't see her do that. We will show that off in a moment.
Tell me more about the Tree of Life.
Because that's where
The
I want
forest
to go.
around the tree has been corrupted. It hungers.
Not good.
You cannot reach the tree, not with breath still in you.
For a lady that has no visible eyes, shaman, what
The
can you
path of
see?
a brother troubles you. It is your past, but also your future.
If you have the Definitive Edition, you get free armor. Which is War's Pauldron.
Stone, wood, iron, these are the gifts of the makers.
So what is corruption?
Tell me, Shaman, what is corruption?
I only know what I fear it to be. That corruption is hate given life, and that hate does not come from trees or stones, but from ourselves.
Okay. So now we've got this blue marker here, which means...
Horseman, do you ever doubt your future?
No.
So one like yourself would set out to change a fate that displeases him. That is a long and dangerous path, even for Death himself.
And how is that your concern, Shaman?
Only that I am skilled at crafting talismans. If you gather the proper materials and return them to me, I'll make a potent talisman to aid you on your journey.
What do you require?
Stalker's bone, mordant dew, and carven stone. It is not a simple charm.
Where can I find them?
Somewhere in the Forge lands. I rarely leave Tristone, but that Pup Khan is always out exploring. He can tell you more, no doubt.
So that's how you pick up quests. When you talk to an NPC, if they have a blue option, select that, you pick up a quest. Now, she also mentioned she has talismans.
There are new talismans for you to browse.
And indeed she does. And I can't afford any of these, but I can use them to explain something. Death's equipment comes in 3 or 4 different color grades. Orange is the best and is the rarest. Below that is, I believe, gold? Question mark? Blue, and then green and white. White is pretty much shop fodder unless you don't have anything else. And then green, yada yada yada. Wrath potions. Nah, nope, don't need it. I can only carry 5 of the suckers anyway, so yeah, I'm good. Oh, right. This is what Death was talking about. She's using some of her power to try and bring growth back, but it didn't stick. Oh. Yeah, it didn't stick. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, giant makers. This is the realm of the makers. You may recognize makers such as Ulthane from Darksiders 1. This is the Serpent Tome. Wrong button. You'll hear that a lot. Your inbox is empty. At the tome, you will get stuff. We'll get into what kind of stuff when we get that stuff. Sorry. Anywho, hi. No. Yes. Sir? Sir, why are you using a fist instead of a hammer? You're very talkative. Hi. You called?
Maker's beard. The rumors are true.
I've been here
A
3 minutes
horseman
and
in
there's
the
rumors?
Forge lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge, though I reckon that means less now than once it did.
This is a Maker's Forge.
Nay, Maker's Forge is lost to us, silenced by the hands of corruption. But in its depths we once crafted the dark towers of hell and the cities of heaven.
Now you make trinkets.
And you, one of the 4, now seek the aid of the Makers? I guess we've all fallen from high places.
I came here seeking the tree, and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the Stonefather's blood. It once flowed into our forge, as did the tears. Both imbued our craft with incredible power, the heart and the soul of stone. But corruption has taken them, and now our forge is silent.
Why does this concern me?
The way to the tree is lost, barred by corruption. You can no more leave this place than we. Restore our forge, and the tree can be reached.
I don't follow your reasoning.
We are makers, not warriors. But we are not without our weapons. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
I do have some questions first, in order.
What is this cauldron?
A temple built in the shadow of Stonefather's Peak. There, the fire of the mountain was harnessed and passed into our forge. Ride east of town, ride through the charred pass, and towards the cindery peak of the Stonefather. There, you will find the cauldron.
Man of no words, your brother.
But hardly silent. His voice is the ring of the hammer and the roar of the white flame.
Yes, he works while you talk.
Zing!
I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, horseman? I think not. We fight for the survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
So that's not a no, right? And I mean, the mini-map does have a shopkeeper icon that is moving because she is moving. So all signs point to this world screwed. I mean, corruption, no way out, death. And by death, I mean death. Bonk. Thank you. Mr. Old Maker, sir. Also, has anyone else noticed he has beards coming out of his armor? He has a giant
Yes.
beard.
A bad omen, yet our best hope.
Why, thank you, sir. A giant beard and 2 tiny beards.
The fire is more valuable than I, horseman. You should make haste to the temple.
You want to try and give me the whole story?
Fire alone won't save your realm. You speak of the forge.
Aye. Without the fire and the tears of the mountain, without the forge itself, we have no means to clear the forest and reach the tree of life.
What then?
Our power is over creation, yours over death and despair. You are Nephilim, Lord of Destruction. Perhaps in that there is hope.
Okay, for a minute it looked like Death's side was glitching out and cutting into his side.
Just how old is the forge?
It is as ancient as the realm itself, and perhaps even older. It is said the forge was the first thing we makers built, that in its depths we shaped entire worlds.
Well, okay, I guess you have no further
You
information.
should make haste to the temple.
You have no further information. Hey! Dude.
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple.
Didn't we
I
have
always
this conversation?
saw my end with blade in hand, a field of enemy dead before me.
I could have sworn we had this
Glorious end awaits
conversation.
you hiding behind these gates.
You cannot fight corruption, nor can you harm it. You can only kill those it has claimed. Every blow I strike against corruption is a blow against my own people.
Yeah, we had this
Use on that
conversation.
rider before you mark me as a coward.
Do what you must for your kin, old one. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble. If you fancy your corruption waste deed, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Burn.
Have you wisdom to share, or was it long since knocked loose in battle?
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left. Enough to stay clear of the cauldron. The ancients filled it with right nasty traps. But one so clever as yourself will surely elude them.
In other words, dodge. Dodge, and more dodging. Why did I even bother? Oh, his name is Thane. Little Thane. Thane. Connection? Oh, also he has a great way of opening doors. Well, door's open. Let's go! Secret! Boatman coins can be traded with Fulgrim. Hey, that's a spoiler! Nobody knew Fulgrim was in this game. Because nobody knew they put him in every Darksiders game. Because this was only the second one. Anyway, Fulgrim's here. Somewhere. Also, no fall damage. Have I mentioned how much I like no fall damage? Okay, if you're not letting me up, then I go over here and you will let me up. Gosh darn you. Like, they haven't even gone out to fix this? Just, what? Oh, hey, look! That's not ominous! Uh-oh. It sees me. I am being watched. This is also a really big area compared to one, which is why they gave you the horse. So, quest marker is this way. So then what's this way? A giant freaking wall with crystals and things growing on it. So you are locked into going one way. And just like with Ruin, you get a multitude of carrots for despair before you run out of carrots. So you can boost your speed, not super significantly, but enough. Well, that sounds like a lovely place to visit, the Weeping Crag. I am only going to count this area's graphical glitch once, because you can trigger it about a bajillion times. We are now on glitch 2, or 3, depending on how you want to count the first one. Speak of the Fulgrim.
Over here. Greetings, horseman, and welcome. I've been expecting you.
Fulgrim. What brings you crawling out of the shadows?
I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer. Not to what lurks at the edge of shadows. So here I am to offer my wares.
Do you know that I don't? I'm not here by choice, demon.
I merely followed the trail of carnage. Your blades are as sharp as ever. Even still, I may be able to help you. I carry things others would frown upon. Go on, take a look. You won't be disappointed.
No, but you will, because I have no money.
Fresh merchandise.
Fulgrim, for the only time ever, will not accept payment in souls. He requires payment in, I think it's called guilt? G-I-L-T? Not to be related to actual guilt? Guilt? Anyway, because that's G-U-L-I-T. And I've just outed myself as being unable to spell. If you ever mess up your stat points insofar as what kind of path you want for your skills, you can buy a respec. You can also sell your stuff to Fulgrim, which I am gonna do to make some space. Yes, 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 yes. No.
I suppose it will do.
Yes. Yes. No.
Another time, demon.
Until then, perhaps you'll grant me a small indulgence. There are pages missing from the Book of the Dead. I believe many lie along your path. If you bring them to me, your reward will be substantial.
And so will be my damnation.
Like you ain't already damned, sir? I think that ship's already sailed. Just saying. You do want to find those Book of the Dead pages. There are a total of 40 in the game. Find a guide. 'Cause I know I am gonna miss some. Just nature of the beast. In fact, I will be finding a guide before we hit the end of the game, because I want to get them all. So, graphical glitch. Shadow. No shadow. Shadow. No shadow. And the only thing that changed was the position of the camera. Aha. Now, I could go into this ominous looking area that currently has treasure chests around it. But I am also level 1, and I know what's in there is not level 1. So... death to die later? Wait a minute. There was something... No, that's later. Okay, never mind. When you've played the game once before, really liked it, and then didn't touch it for 2 years. That's amore. Oh, look, that's not a trap at all. Open the chest. Thank you for waiting. Donk, donk, donk. Ego boom. You could, if you wanted to, clear out every little corruption trooper critter that is in the area. They will immediately respawn as soon as you kill them. So, if you really want to grind for XP, sure, knock yourself out. Personally, no thanks. Yes, as I push the wrong button. Boom. You do damage, you get wrath. Ooh. Ooh. Wrong button. Hello. Wrong buttons. Possessed sides. Yes, please. Possessed weapons can be upgraded by feeding them lesser weapons. They can also gain abilities. If you feed them an item, equipment item or weapon that has an ability, then they can learn, possibly, that ability. It's not a guaranteed thing, but it comes in handy. You can also level up the weapon to match your levels up. Really? I just did that. Tutorial, you're behind the times. Oh. That thing. That thing I've got the reticle on. Try and remember that exists. We will be back. Or, to quote a certain Terminator, I'll be back. For right now, I'm gonna stick mostly to the main storyline because I need levels And the main storyline will give me items for later on. That's a foot. Alright. Don't forget the foot. So we have a glowy crystal not to forget and a foot. Well, if we find one, I guess we'll be ahead. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all night. This way? No. I thought there was a chest over here, but there is not. Okay. Oh, it's pretty looking, though. We now have ashes landing on our head and everything is on fire. Can I get up there? I know I said I will stick to the main path, but then I'm like, this thing exists! Welcome to Breath of the Wild before there was Breath of the Wild. Also, it's much, much tinier than Breath of the Wild. Open sesame. Armor! What's the armor got? Hey, I'll take it. Additional 6 defense? Gimme. Alright, we're at 2 crystals and a something to not forget. Oh, a foot. Right. 2 crystals and a foot not to forget. We're totally gonna forget that there is, or at least I am.